Friday Night Baseball from Dodger Stadium in L.A. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Carlos Frias is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matt, in his last outing, he threw real well. Went into the 8th inning and got his ball club to win. We'll try and do that again here.
Jonathan Villar heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 5.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. A dive, he's got it. No chance to get him at first. A great effort on that one, but it will be scored a base hit.
Well, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Scooter Gennett will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home has been much better once he gets out on the road. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runners off for second. Swing and a liner. Now the 0-1. He's on the move again from first. Line drive to center field. But the catch is made on the line out in Milwaukee Brewers. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He comes in among the National League leaders in batting average, so he's been handling a hot bat all year. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
Ryan Braun gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
1-0 count. Here it is. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Grounded back up the middle. To second for one. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Matt Garza, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Chase Utley comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Dodgers, second baseman, Chase Utley.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So, obviously, they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
Garza's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Gets a small piece near the plate. Lucroy scoops it up. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. Clearly, he's seen the ball really well right now.
Corey Seager will come forward now. Back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yep, same pitch. Right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
Bases are empty, one man out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
This guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. This is pulled into right. Santana back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. He's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
Justin Turner will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Santana under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. After one, no score. Jonathan Lucroy will get his first shot here. He certainly had it working so far this season. Up over 350 entering play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have the best fielding percentage in all of Major League Baseball. They catch a ball as well as anybody. When you're doing that, you really help out your pitching staff. Can't wait to watch this one.
Domingo Santana will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Well, you saw it right there. He's got a good fastball, and he's going to use it. When you throw in the mid-90s consistently, you have to use that weapon.
Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Standing in now, Kirk Neuenhuis. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Adrian Gonzalez will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least a RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Too high, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Three and 0 now. Trace Thompson will be next. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Trace Thompson will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Garza gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Hit to short. To his right, VR. On to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Garza, 2 away.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Jock Peterson will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. That alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Aaron Hill will stand in. He wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Squared that one up just a little late. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Hit to third. Turner's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Alex Presley steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High pop-up. Turner is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 22, Matt Garza.
Matt Garza will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And that's in there for a strike.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Yasmani Grandal will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you'll appreciate a call like that once in a while.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Hit out towards second. Jeanette is there. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting 8th. Right
A reminder
fielder,
that Dodger baseball continues all season long here on the show. There you get a look at what's coming up over the course of the next 7 days. Will Venable will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Garza sets his sights, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. That guy's no slouch up there. He comes through with a solid single.
Carlos Frias comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Well, this is going to hurt in a lot of ways. I mean, you have to be able to count on getting the pitcher out. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to count on getting him out when he's giving himself up. I mean, this is just unacceptable at this level.
Coming to the plate now, Chase Utley. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Jonathan Villar is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Now a ball lined towards center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Up next for Milwaukee, second baseman, Scooter Jeanette.
Scooter Jeanette stands in for the 2nd time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
We'll check out that 1-2 pitch again in show motion. This pitch is up around the letters, and you'll see that back elbow drop down a bit and kind of drag through the zone. That's what causes him to pop it up.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. You know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Right side, hit hard. Utley gets to it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Corey Seager is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Garza steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Back to work now is Garza as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he will get in there safely with a double to start the home 4th. So he's into second on the 2-base hit here to lead off the home 4th. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Justin Turner will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there. And all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike three, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Here's Adrian now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hits this one hard the other way. Jeanette has it. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Trace Thompson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Lays off 1-0. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. So 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Here he comes on 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up, hack it. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
On the ground towards second. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We played 4. It's now 1-0 LA. Leading off the inning, Domingo Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time.
That's a ball.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Hit hard to short. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. And it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you, you're going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Kirk Neuenhuis is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
1 out, nobody on. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2.
Now
Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
So here's Aaron Hill. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail this one 1-0. Yasmani Grandal comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yasmani Grandal.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. A quick out, number 1.
The right fielder, number 25. Will and a ball.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting Will Venable. First pitch of the at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded to the right, to his right, Presley, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlos Frias.
Carlos Frias stands in. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
I'll tell you what, it's tough to try and outthink this guy out there. It seems like whatever pitch he throws, you're stuck looking for something else.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Dodgers down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Alex Presley will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
Tap foul at home plate. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. That's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Matt Garza is trying.
Yeah, and he went down in 4.
And side, it's 0-1.
Yes, I mean, look at that pitch count right there. The game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging.
Fastball called for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
One out, nobody on. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As he'll take a look at ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Chase Utley will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Second baseman.
Guys, this is the guy
Chase
you want
Utley.
leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Corey Seager steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hit in the air out to center field. Neuenhuis on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Justin Turner will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And there's the fastball that time from Garza. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Adrian now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for LA, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Scooter Gennett will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
slapped hard the opposite way. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row. So now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ryan Braun. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Nobody out, runner on first. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ranging back is Venable. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
When you take a look there at the line from our starter, I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike 1.
And I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but the 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Domingo Santana will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
He's set. Here it comes. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
And he falls behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. It remains 1-0. Trace Thompson steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Left fielder, Trace Thompson.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground and taken in out there for the first out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion.
Shock.
And
Peterson.
you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Jock Peterson now. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Bouncer down the line. Presley takes it in. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Yasmani Grandal will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Taken high and deep to right. Santana ranging back. Still going back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 1-0. Kirk Neuenhuis comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the eighth.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by one. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
On his way to pitch number 75. In there, strike one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. Well, will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the eighth, I don't see any reason why you can't get these final 6 outs.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Aaron Hill will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
One and two. Here it comes. To short. On to first, and Hill is a ground out victim. 2 away now.
Now batting.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Alex Presley will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. High and deep to straightaway right. Looking up is Venable. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Brewers have come back to tie things at 1.
That great work he'd done on the mound, well, it just got undone on 1 swing. He's gone from being in total control to we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Aaron Cicchini has moved into the on-deck circle now, so that'll be the end for Matt Garza.
Aaron
Out in front of it, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Here it comes, 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
The crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Thompson's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Brewers tie things up thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Blaine Boyer is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Blaine Boyer.
Will Venable leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
Right fielder, Will Venable.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Scott Van Slyke will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, Scott Van Slyke.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lucroy is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The second
And
baseman,
as a
number
defender,
26.
these are the kind of pitchers you like to play
Utley.
behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th, and making his way in is the second baseman Chase Utley. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana sprinting after it, and that's the 3rd out. Dodgers down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Another nice evening here in LA as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Pedro Baez will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Jonathan Villar ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the 9th. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out, as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
Second baseman.
You get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Scooter Gennett is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is far too late as he steals second with ease.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Hard liner towards short. And that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. Around third and being waved on hold. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's a big base hit for him right there. That drives in the go-ahead run. He's fired up down there at first, and I'm sure his dugout is even more fired up.
Ryan Braun will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee, right fielder, Domingo Santana.
Domingo Santana digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
2 out with a man at first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head into their final set of swings. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Brewers 2 and the Dodgers 1. Will Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 13, Will Smith.
Striding in to start the ninth, Corey Seager. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound.
Justin Turner digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's Adrian now. A shot down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Skied into straightaway right. And he will make the catch here for the final out, and the Brewers will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, it was that run in the top of the 9th that turned out to be the game winner. They hold on here and win this one on the road by the slimmest of margins.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you. And he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 2-1. Good night from Los Angeles.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Brewers, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.